hind leg is forward first. Got that? Now I need to teach that Billy or that whatever, both legs together. Stop. So if I'm loping and I say whoa, I pick my hands up and I pick my outside rein up a little higher than my inside, not much, just a little bit. What that's going to do, that's going to support that right leg a little more, and it's going to start to pull those legs together. I'm not pulling, and I'm going to say whoa, and if it doesn't happen, I don't care. First, the Billy's got to learn whoa. She's got to learn that she's got to come back to me. And while doing this, I'm looking on my left lead, I say whoa, I elevate my right hand a little bit more, let those legs come together, and I drop my hand back down. And I pick my hands up, I kind of come back, and I'll take that outside rein, and I'll step first with my hand, and that allows that nose to come, and it should come in sequence. First the nose, then the bend of the neck, then the shoulder back, and where does this put us? This puts us right back to our basic that we did with our trigger. So if we did it all right, this is all just going to fall right into it. Okay? If we go to pick a rein up and we have a stiffness, where do we need to go for that? Back to the basic. Alright? All basic. And we'll look to the left. Say whoa. Hold back. Don't forget to say whoa. These horses are grown, they have to learn to pull with their front legs. They seriously blow and we'll get them pulling with their front legs. We got to keep those shoulders moving. We got to be able to pull back, whatever. Any question on any of that? Okay, now, penalties for your rollbacks when you're showing, run down, stop, what we call it, we'll say whoa. Now we give them the rein, and what we do is we say we're taking a new mouth out of the bag. You can't roll back the same pull that you stopped. If anybody can hear me, when you say whoa, and you take a hold of that horse and say whoa, you've got to drop your hand, and then we call it take a new mouth out of the bag to roll back. If you run down and you stop, and you try to roll back with that same pull, look what I got. My horse is still on its hocks, it's still sliding. It needs to gain a new mouth. It needs to have time to stand up. And when I'm teaching my people to do this, I make them whoa, 1,000, 2, 1,000, and go. And it's the hardest thing they do. Because you're just in a panic that you need to go back. You don't. It's all in stages. And to be honest with you, even when I show, if I even think about those fundamentals myself, my rollbacks are way better. And I will mess a rollback up. I'm really sorry. I just think I have to get out of there too quick. It's a big fault that I've always had. I can teach it. I can teach all the things not to do, but I can do them better. I can do them right. So you want to whoa, drop your hand, get a new mouth out of the bag. And if you think about it like that, it'll start to become
It kind of goes with the line a little bit better right now. I was just never talented enough to use it. It's coming down, it's waiting, waiting, waiting. Whoa, nice. Give a new mouth, take it out of the bag, perfect. Karen, open the leg up, pull back. So do another one on the other side. Comes around her end, looks down her line, squares off that end. Wait, wait, wait. Sits back. Whoa. Drop. New mouth and out. Very pretty. Any questions on that? Yes.
A lot of times on the pattern, they'll say no hesitation. Okay. Is that what you're teaching, though, to hesitate first?
Yeah, in the patterns when you read, it'll say no hesitation.
Do it anyway.
Yeah. And actually, 1,000, 2,000 goes good. All right, it doesn't look like a hesitation, but in all honesty, the horse needs a mouth. I mean, you can see where you need to, and there really isn't a standstill hesitation. You're actually dropping your hand and then following through, and that is that 1,000, 2,000. You understand me? And when after you learn those steps, that'll start to blend so pretty that you really won't see the hesitation, but you actually are maybe discouraged a little bit. When I teach, I want a little hesitation, yes. You're going to keep your horse happier, you're going to keep your horse softer, and it's going to last a whole lot longer. You're not going to scare them. Okay? Any other questions about rollbacks? Okay? That was combined rollback and teaching a young horse how to start to stop. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be running and stopping. Okay, Richard, are you good at fencing? Let's go. In fact, all of you guys can fence a little bit while I talk about it. Sherry, you're here. What we call fencing a horse, you'll see it in the warm-up panel left. They'll be running back and forth across the pen, and they'll actually run the horses into the wall. And after our horses learn to roll back for the babies, we teach them to fence. When you fence, you don't pull on the horse to stop. You actually teach that horse to learn to stop by using the wall or the fence, whatever you would call it. And what we want to do is we just want to lope back and forth nice and easy a couple times and let that horse establish a nice straight line back and forth. Richard and Sherry and Karen are just going to go back and forth in nice straight lines. Richard's horse is doing real well. He's waiting on him. He's very straight. And you're just going to let him go to that wall and stay low, nice and easy. You don't pull, you don't do anything. Just let that horse go to the wall and use it back down. See Sherry's horse kind of slop up the back legs and walk through the wall a little bit. Don't scare them, don't spur them, don't pull them. Let them find their own way. They will figure it out. At any time that horse tries to go too fast or too quick, simply break him down a little walk and walk to the other end. Let him relax a little bit. Karen's horse got a little anxious because it just stopped a couple times, so she just broke it down a little. Richard's horse is waiting on him very nicely and reining back and forth across the pen. Excellent. See him kind of lock up there at the end? Use his butt a little bit. That was good. And what this teaches the horse to do is run straight, wait, and keep that front end busy. Because you're not pulling to stop. They learn to keep that front end loose, use their belly muscles, and you're not stopping them by you pulling them. They're learning to create their own balance, which is good. And what it's teaching a rider, if I'm teaching a green rider and a rookie rider to run to stop, it's teaching you to stay back, keep your shoulders behind his shoulders, and get your proper position for your seat. By not having to worry about pulling, you're just getting your body weight back and learning how to ride that horse straight, stay in that saddle soft, keep your shoulders behind his shoulders. Anytime you go, like you'll see Karen's shoulders are behind his shoulders. Then turn around, I want you forward a little bit, and you run back. See, Richard's got a perfect body position right now to run down the stop. Shoulders are back, seats in the saddle, feet are a little bit forward, hands are nice and locked right into that wall. Look, sat down and let himself go right into that wall. And they won't get hurt, really. I see people go like this. You never start out doing this fast. You start out doing it slow till they establish it. And then after they get good at it, you can run them as fast and hard as you want. They will lock up in fence, and they won't get hurt. Okay, Sherry's going down. Good position, good seat, good legs, good hands. Excellent, excellent, good. Right to the wall, and look at that, right into the wall. No big deal, the horse was quiet and soft, kept those shoulders moving, kept his face soft. Again, Richard's got a good position. He's a little bit quicker this time. Hands forward. And load. See this horse locked up into the wall. I'm in your way. Erin's going down. Like I said, she's got a little different bridle on there. A little elevated, going down, driving, and sit. Perfect. Okay, these two will go back down again. Any questions so far on why we fence? Yes.
Whatever. You mean like a few at a time? No, at the same time? I don't, but I know that if it's something that they're going to get used like that. Exactly. So I told them like that. It doesn't matter.
Just sit down and say, whoa. And pet them. I don't care if they don't stop. After a while, they're going to stop. I mean, if you've done your homework, you want them to be comfortable stopping. You don't want to pull them into the ground. You want to say, well, occasionally do I have to take a hold? Yes, but I don't jerk it. I'll take the slack out and pull them in the ground, back them up a little bit, but I won't say, whoa, and pull them with horses. I allow them to learn to stop. Okay, Richard. Will you come down here and stop now? Now, Richard's going to come down and he's going to stop. This is a very nice little horse. He's going to act like he's fencing, but he's not going to fence. He's just simply going to say whoa. So that fence is going to move up there a little bit. Sitting back perfect. Horse is ready to straight. Very pretty. Very, very nice. That was a very nice stop. Everybody get to see it? We'll do one more. That was good. One more the same way. And notice he lets him stay quiet and soft. This whole evening we haven't spurred, jerked, pulled, nothing. Karen's coming down. Like I said, we got a Rommel rein, so a little bit more bridle, which is not a problem. That's just a style.
2 classes out, you're still going to take.
Very nice. Very, very nice. All these horses are stylish. Karen's going down. His horse is out ahead of him. His shoulders are behind the horse's shoulders. That horse is waiting for him to say the word. Look at that. Very nice. Thanks, guys. Okay, any questions on any of this? Yeah. Okay. What do I do if a horse deviates from a straight line? First of all, this much at home is this much of the show. I am very, very, very strict about a horse being straight. If a horse is running and veering off to one side, and you can keep going back to this, but there's a basic that's missing. He's leaning, like let's say you run down and he's jumping to the left. He's leaning, either leaning on the bridle rein on the left or he's afraid of the bridle rein on the right. I guarantee if you go down to the basics, you're either stiff in the left rib cage or you're stiff on the right rib. Let's just say, oh, that's perfect. For that, let's say it's all perfect, and you just went to a couple Reinings with 100 other horses in the warm-up pen, and they got to run tricky, all right? As soon as I feel that horse run crooked, as soon as I start to feel it, I simply pull that horse in the ground. Let's say you lean it to the left, I pull him in the ground. As soon as I feel it, I'm breaking around to the right, and I lope right back where I came. And if it takes me 20 times of doing that to get to that other end, I do not allow him to go any further without being straight. I mean, I don't want it, because your whole stock is what your rundown is. If your rundown is straight and his shoulders are up and he's waiting, he's out, you're going to have a gorgeous stock. If you're running